Money lead, what should have been a big week for Apple ended up fairly meh. The company unveiled some new products, including an upgraded iPhone and a cheaper version in a kaleidoscope of colors. But when a chart of your stock over the past week looks like a cliff, I wouldn't exactly put the week in the win column. This leaves Apple maniacs asking, what would Steve Jobs do? Let's bring in Steve Jobs expert Walter Isaacson, president and CEO of the Aspen Institute, and of course a former chairman and CEO of CNN. His New York Times bestseller, Steve Jobs, was released in paperback this week with a younger Jobs featured on the cover. What was the reasoning behind that? Why the younger?
Well, as he would say, think different. That wonderful Albert Watson picture that's on the hardback, he's doing that same pose. And it became iconic, but it was one that the company uses, everybody uses. I thought, well, let's try something different.
But that wasn't Photoshop, that was actually?
No, and so he's actually doing the same pose for Norman Seeff, who took the picture for Rolling Stone in 1984.
Amazing.
And that's the cover of the paperback that just came out.
Assuming that Jobs is somewhere in heaven looking down upon us and watching what's happening to his former company, what do you think he would have made of the announcement this week? The cheaper iPhone in multiple colors, the criticisms that Apple is no longer an innovator?
Yeah. Well, you know, Steve left behind a great team, and Tim Cook is coolly competent as a chief executive officer.
Sure, but he's no innovator.
But what they've done since, you know, Steve stepped down as CEO is they've taken an inch off the iPad and added an inch to the iPhone, and now they take $100 off the iPhone for the iPhone 5C. Is not really transforming things. Steve, every 3 or 4 years, just blew us away by producing a product we had no idea we needed, like 1,000 songs in our pocket or a tablet computer. And that's what Apple really has to do in the next 12 months or so, because it's been 3 or 4 years since they've had a transformative product.
And they also don't do, Tim Cook doesn't do what Steve Jobs used to do, which was the unveil, the showmanship, the stage
nobody will be a showman like that.
But we know what, every time they have a press conference, we have an idea of what they're going to do, as opposed to the last time everybody would just be sitting, what's he going to introduce?
Oh, yeah, no, especially because Steve was so fanatic on preventing leaks. He probably should have been communication director for the Obama White House. But, you know, I remember once when Al Gore was saying something about something who was on the board of Apple, and Steve came down on him like a ton of bricks. So it was always a surprise when he, you know, from the original 1984 unveil of the original Macintosh, where he takes the black velvet cloth.
Right.
Like a showman, and he was able to do that unveil. This time around, you know, Tim Cook was there. He said the word incredible like 4 times. It was like if that was a magic word in a drinking game, you would have knocked out a fraternity by halfway through the show. But the problem was nothing was incredible.
Right.
You kind of knew it was going to happen. So I think, you know, they still have got a great team there.
And look, I'm a fan. I got an iPad. I'm holding my iPhone. I mean, I want to believe in this company.
They make really good products, and they still do. I mean, they're a great company.
Are they going to wow us ever again?
Oh, sure. I mean, I do think that, you know, a couple of years ago when Steve was nearing the end of his life, he would talk quite a bit about the things that he really wanted to do, transform. The next wow, having done a tablet, having done a phone, having done a music player. I think he would love to have broken the sort of brain-dead way TV is connected to remote controls, to cable, and you don't really have control. You can't just walk into a room late in the evening and say, put on the latest Jake Tapper, and boom, the TV puts it on for you. You got to figure out what channels it's on.
I don't know about you. I have like 15 different remotes. I got to hit this one, then that one, then this one, and figure it out and put up the input server.
And you know, that's the way it was with music before Steve did iTunes and the iTunes Store and the iPod. You had to figure out how to get the album. If you wanted a particular song, you had to rip the song off the album. You had to put it in your MP3 player. He just said, any song you want, 1,000 songs in your pocket, 99 cents per song. And the way he did it was not just the great hardware and great software that was tied together. It was browbeating the content companies to say to them, the music companies, you got to sell it by the song. We're going to do it in the iTunes Store. So in some ways, it's just like that. He's got to get the Apple has got to get the content companies in on the